Hey guys, Funsho here from We Coach Crypto, bringing you cryptocurrency market updates, information, and helping you to navigate your investment journey with cryptocurrencies and digital assets. So first thing is to remind you guys that we're on a mission to help 1 million people understand cryptocurrency. And how do we do that? We do it with our free crypto academy that you can join right now by clicking the link in the description below. It's on Discord. It is packed full of information, the latest news, articles, up and coming projects, a place for you guys to spend time, chat amongst fellow investors and learn more about how to safely invest in cryptocurrencies and digital assets like Bitcoin. So let's talk about Bitcoin, the current Bitcoin price, what we're expecting to happen, things that are going on this week, some of the big news stories, and I'm going to get into that with you now. Okay, so guys, I'm here on Coin Market Cap, okay, and currently the global crypto market cap is at 959 billion. It's up about 0.3% over the last 24 hours. And the market has not had a great deal of movement, if I'm honest with you, with the major coins in the market. So Bitcoin's at $20,126. As you can see, over the past 24-hour period, there's hardly been any movement at all. Over the last 7 days, it's up about 6%. Ethereum's at $1,345. Again, hardly any movement on the 24-hour, and it's up about 3.3% for the last week. Okay, BNB's at $292. It's up about 7% for the week. XRP is at 48 cents, still up 12% for the week, been a good mover. And Cardano is at 42 cents, hardly any movement at all over the last week. Solana's at $33, it's up about 3.7%. Dogecoin is at 6 cents and it is up nearly 6% for the day. And that's down to the Elon Musk Twitter big news story. I'll go into that in a little bit more detail later. Polygon Matic's up 13% for the week, hardly any movement for the day. It's at 82 cents. But across the board, not a great deal of movement in the last 24-hour period. And over the last sort of week, we've got roughly, I'd say about a 3 to 13% move across the top 20 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization. So some of the news stories that I want to cover for you guys today. It's a quick fire on Decrypt here. So the top story is Coinbase incorporates in Australia and expands offering for retail customers. So they're continuing to build, as most decent projects and companies in the space tend to do in a bear market. Okay, it's good to see that they're setting up in other countries and that retail demand is something that they are obviously pushing for. Okay, also co-founder of bankrupt crypto firm Celsius, Daniel Leon, has resigned. So he stepped down from his role as a chief strategy officer, according to Bloomberg. Okay, other ones to mention as well is actor Scott Eastwood is giving away some Ethereum NFTs for charity if you chug beer. So this is a pretty cool story. And obviously, any of these stories that you want to go and look at, find out more about and read in full, you can find in our Crypto Academy, or alternatively, you can go straight to decrypt.co. Next thing to mention, 3 Arrows Capital's premium Ethereum NFT collection is on the move. So obviously there's a lot of eyes on 3 Arrows Capital's assets because they obviously went insolvent after the whole debacle and crash with the great deleveraging. So among the many questions still surrounding insolvent crypto hedge fund 3 Arrows Capital, one pertains to the fate of the firm's lavish NFT collection. So there's information there as to where that's being sent to. And again, if you want further details, you can go and check that out. Quite a big one here as well with Swift, who have come out and said that they've proved that they can be the way forward for global CBDCs. So CBDCs are central banking digital currencies. They are what I believe are going to be the future currencies of the world. Okay, all countries are going to have their own CBDC. We've already got countries that are testing. We've already got countries that are using these. China have got the digital yuan. You've got the digital ruble. You've got the digital pound being worked on. And this is going to be something moving forward that everybody will become used to. Okay, but SWIFT, the interbank messaging system facilitating cross-border payments, and they're a huge firm, has presented a framework for a global central bank digital currency CBDC system, claiming to have solved the challenge of interoperability between different networks. Now, this is a massive story because interoperability is a massive issue when we talk about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. So I'm going to go into a little bit more detail with this one. So following experiments involving the central banks of France and Germany, as well as HSBC, NatWest, Standard Chartered, UBS, Wells Fargo, SWIFT said it has carried out transactions between different blockchain networks using both CBDCs and fiat currencies. With the vast majority of central banks exploring development of digital currencies, attention has turned to how the CBDCs of different countries could interact when using different networks. The experiments demonstrate that blockchain networks could be interlinked for cross-border payments through a single gateway, and that SWIFT's new transaction management capabilities could orchestrate all inter-network communication, SWIFT said on Wednesday. SWIFT is a messaging system that supports international bank transactions. Its network is used in more than 200 countries by over 11,000 financial institutions. However, there have been suggestions that digital currencies in the form of crypto, stablecoins, or CBDCs could turn SWIFT into an also-ran. SWIFT therefore embarked on a series of experiments in December 2021 to demonstrate that it was ahead of the digital currency curve. Alongside its work on CBDCs, SWIFT also explored tokenized assets, whereby assets like stocks and bonds are transformed into tokens, which can be issued and traded in real time. SWIFT said it can serve as a single access point to different blockchains, and that its infrastructure could be used to create and trade tokens across tokenization platforms. This is massive. If they've managed to do this, it's going to be huge for SWIFT. And obviously, more and more people are going to look into how they have done this, and it's going to be massive for the crypto space in general. One of the key areas we need to see improved upon is interoperability, where we have communication taking place for transactions, for messages, for smart contracts between different blockchains. It's something that a number of companies are working on. Whoever is at the front of that is going to be a mega corporation, I can assure you. But this is a really big story, guys. The big story to highlight is Japan to invest in Metaverse and NFT expansion. Now, when I'm talking about Japan, I'm not talking about a handful of companies. I'm talking about the Prime Minister, Fumio Kishida, has continued calls for Web3 technology integration. This is massive, okay? So the Japan Prime Minister said in a policy speech on Monday that the country's plans for investing in digital transformation, including non-fungible tokens, meaning NFTs, and metaverse services. So the country has steadily been promoting investment in digital technology, including through tax incentives for companies that embrace the digital future. In his speech to Japan's parliament, Kishida said the country will continue to focus on supporting the social implementation of digital technology and will promote efforts to expand the use of Web3 services that utilize the metaverse and NFTs. This is massive to have a huge country, their own prime minister is mad about the metaverse, Web3, NFTs, is pushing for it, is investing in it, is incentivizing its people to get involved in it. Okay, so Japan's federal foray into Web3 follows a trend of officials taking strides to implement Web3 related services in the country, rather than following the typical bureaucratic route that policies must often travel through. Kishida's administration recently established a Web3 policy office under the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, METI, which is focused on creating policies for the country's gradual blockchain expansion. In April, a task force launched by Kishida's Liberal Democratic Party and led by politician Akihisa Shiozaki, hopefully I got that right, released an NFT white paper, which called Web3, the new frontier of the digital economy, and outlined plans to advance the national strategy on Web3. METI is also reportedly looking into a proposal to offer tax exemptions to Japanese crypto companies in order to entice them to keep their business in the country and further fuel the nation's growing Web3 industry. Brilliant news, fantastic, and other countries should be following suit. Okay, now moving on. I wanted to talk to you guys about the blockchain gaming industry, in particular Horizon Blockchain Games, which has raised $40 million from Ubisoft, who are a huge game development company, okay, that have done some massive titles, and also Take-Two Interactive. So NFTs are booming. The blockchain gaming industry is booming. For me, this is one of the most exciting areas that people should be keeping an eye out for from an investment standpoint, okay? And the traditional video game industry is taking a huge interest in Web3 development because of NFTs. They're investing large sums of money into blockchain gaming companies. And on October the 4th, my birthday, yesterday, Horizon Blockchain Games, a startup focused on Web3 game development, announced the raising of $40 million in a Series A funding round, which involved large traditional video game companies such as Ubisoft and Take-Two Interactive. According to Horizon's press release, the funding round was led by Brevin Howard Digital and Morgan Creek Digital, both very big. It featured investors from the Web3 industry and the tech space in general, including Polygon, Xsolar, Bitcraft, Initialized Capital, QuantStamp, Every Realm, Sky9 Capital, Round 13 Capital, Exchange, TransLink, CMT Digital, and J17, among others. However, the most notable for the gaming community was Ubisoft and Take-Two. But that is a lot of people here that have got a lot of money. These companies are huge, all right? Now, Ubisoft has developed some legendary titles in the gaming industry, such as Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, Splinter Cell, and Far Cry, among many others. Okay, these are huge games that have brought in huge amounts of money. It's also invested in the blockchain space, even launching in-game NFTs and helping in the security of the Tezos blockchain. So these guys have dived into blockchain. Okay. At the same time, Take-Two owns 2K games and Rockstar, which has several very popular titles such as Grand Theft Auto, NBA 2000, BioShock, Max Payne, and The Elder Scrolls, to name a few. In addition, the financing round featured individual investments from key figures such as Alex Larson, co-founder of Sky Mavis and Axie Infinity, Tobias Lutke, the CEO of Shopify, Satish Kamwar, the Vice President of Product Acceleration at Shopify, Sebastian Bourget, co-founder of The Sandbox, among others. Okay, this is going to be a massive revolution for the gaming industry. And I promise you guys, if you get involved with the right type of projects early when it comes to blockchain gaming, Web3, NFT, there's going to be a huge return on investment for people. Okay, and Horizon Blockchain Games is definitely something that people should go off and look into, and they should also keep an eye out for any up and coming projects that really do have fantastic teams and great backing, because they're going to do well. All you've got to do is look at the likes of Roblox, Minecraft, that huge shooter, Fortnite. Okay, these games are some of the biggest games of all time. They've brought in some of the biggest amounts of money ever for the gaming industry. And that whole metaverse feel to these games, the whole open world aspect of what a lot of them bring, the fact that you can spend time, socialize, play your games, or just relax. This is just the way that things are going to be moving forward, and it's going to continue to evolve, and you're going to see the gaming industry absolutely explode for blockchain without question. Okay, so moving on, I have a very quick sneak peek of a game that Pete, you know who you are. Okay, Peter Carter, he is our play to earn specialist in the Crypto Academy, and he brought this to our attention today. This game looks absolutely awesome. I'm going to show you a quick clip, but you guys want to keep an eye out for this one. It's called Shrapnel. Okay, so this is the first ever first-person shooter game that is on the AVAX blockchain. Okay, and I'm telling you guys, the people that are working on this and the video content is insane. This to me is one of the best looking games I've come across that is going to be a blockchain related game. They've got all sorts of things that they're allowing the community to do. There are fantastic rewards on it. You should check out the white paper, have a look at the roadmap as well. Okay, but this to me is definitely one of the best looking games that are out there. And I'm just going to share with you a couple of the partnerships that they've got. Okay, so investors and partners, they've got Polychain Capital, Dragonfly Capital, Razer, Griffin Gaming Partners, Defiance Capital, Avalanche are involved, Mechanism Capital, Sfermian, Overwolf, Merit Circle, Spartan, Guildfi, CMT Digital, OKEX, The Exchange, Super League Gaming, Snack Club, DDM, FCP, Woodstock, Perion, Unix, Angels, Metagoons. Everybody seems to want to get involved with this. And I mean, you can see here, it's a AAA team. We're a unique team of designers, producers, artists, and programmers working at the nexus of games, television, movies, and graphic novels. Collectively, we've produced some of the biggest franchises in entertainment: Halo, Call of Duty, Westworld, and many more. Okay, the team here: Don Norbury's head of studios, 16 years in games and publishing. Mark Long, the CEO. He's designed and or produced over 30 titles on every system. Colin Foran, head of game, Emmy Award-winning creative, powerhouse. Okay, and this just goes on for quite some time. You got Aaron Nonis, head of Nexus, which is an Emmy Award-winning team builder. Mark Yeen, the head of marketing and community, with over 20 years in games, with over 75 games. You've got Naomi Lakath, head of XDev, 20 years of collaborating with leaders across the tech landscape. Okay, you got Joshua M. Davis, head of EXP, 20 years in design and 20 games shipped. Jason Valesk, head of Creator Foundry. Again, you can go off and look into these guys. These are clickable. You can look at their LinkedIns, etc. Adrian Ballanon, gameplay design lead. Okay, they've got associate producers, head of business development from deep tech venture background, tech director for cloud services. Okay, associate producers, business development analysts, senior blockchain engineers, character arc leads, game user interface design leads, creative directors. Like, this is a big team of people that have worked on some of the best games that have ever been created in history. That tells me it's probably going to do pretty well. The big difference here is that we have the opportunity to get involved in this project, okay? Whereas the vast majority of the public in the world will not even realize that they've got an opportunity like this. That is the beauty of crypto. It's about being involved in the industry, understanding where the opportunities lie, and being able to take advantage of them. Imagine being able to invest early in Call of Duty or Super Mario or something of that caliber. Okay, this to me is that kind of opportunity, guys. It really is. Now I'm just going to give you a quick sneak peek of the video. The other thing to highlight, guys, is this was created in Unreal Engine 5. This is one of the best possible graphics softwares that you can use. So Check it out, see what you think to it. And there you have it. So I don't know about you, whether you're a gamer or not, you have to admit that that is impressive. And I will put the link to their website in the description. So if you want to check it out, you can go off and take a look into it. I'm probably going to be doing a deep dive into that project as well. So you can keep an eye out for that video, because to me, it is extremely exciting. Now, let's move on to Bitcoin. Okay, so not much has changed in my opinion. Okay, we've still got that key level here that we needed to break. We didn't. It came down, it chopped around for a little bit. We finally broke through it, which was inevitable because this has been coming down for months and months and months and months, all the way back since March. Okay, but where we're at the moment, okay, that was that little bullish breakout. People are now calling for potentially we're going to get to about 24K and then head back down again. What I've got here, they're my three outlooks. Okay, if we break this level at 18,453, I think we're coming down way lower. Okay, if we break above this blue area here at 24,570 and can stay above it, that's going to make me extremely bullish. And if we get up above $28,698 and can stay above that, that for me is like, okay, the bottom's in, bull market's confirmed, game on, we're off to new heights. Okay, but if I'm honest with you, in the last week, there's not really been a lot that's gone on. We had that drop down and it's just been chopping around and it's trying to come back up a little bit. Some people might say that it's starting to form the basis of a cup here with a handle that could then shoot us up. But as things stand, the whole macro environment, the crypto industry, the crypto markets, the stock markets, the property markets, everything just looks pretty dire at the moment, unfortunately. So, you know, we've got to stay positive about it all, okay? I've been through bear markets before, ones that have lasted for 2 years. And to me, this is not something to be concerned about. It's just part of what happens. It's part of a cycle. Okay. Yes, this time is different. Yes, we didn't have all of these major macro things happening in the world, but it still doesn't matter. Later down the line, we're invested here in technologies that we believe in for the future, and they will be used by the human race because we are creatures of habit. Everything new that comes along that improves upon our lives, we're all over it and we're using it like we've forgotten about the fact that it even came out as a technology. Look at mobile phones, look at cameras, look at computers, look at games, look at online shopping, you name it. Blockchain technology is not going anywhere. Crypto is not going anywhere. The price of these projects will come back and fly up higher than they have ever been before in the future, in my opinion, because we're building at the moment. That adoption is still there, and you would not have the type of companies involved in this space that we do today and continue to get more new ones getting involved and getting their fingers into it. Just look at what I was showing you with the gaming industry earlier. Okay. Huge companies getting involved. Microsoft bought out Activision for a record sum of money. Why? Gaming again, blockchain gaming, NFTs, Metaverse, all of these areas for me are where we're going to see that next major push and revolution from. So that's my market update for you guys today. Okay. Any of you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. As always, you can just leave them in the comments below. As well, if you've taken anything from the video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, I'd like to thank all of my WeCoach Crypto fam for the birthday wishes that they gave me for yesterday. Appreciate that. And I had a lovely meal with my wife and family, so thank you. Guys, don't forget, with Crypto Academy, okay, it's free to join. You've got all the information that you need. There are courses, you've got up and coming projects, you've got all the information that you need step by step with videos, so you understand how you can get involved in cryptocurrency investing, long-term investing, trading, NFTs, you name it. We've got it there for you. The link is in the description, and you can always reach out to ask any questions. Hope you all have a fantastic day and look forward to catching up with you in the next one. Take care.